Hi guys, my name is Sarah. I did the Language and World Business program at UT. I graduated in December 2014, and then I chose Spanish and Chinese. I started with Spanish because I studied a little bit in high school, and then I wanted to continue in college because it's such a beautiful language. I love it so much. And then when I was a sophomore, I decided I wanted to add another language. I decided on Chinese because it's the top language in the world, and then I figured it would go well with Spanish and English as well, especially with a business degree. You can communicate with almost anybody in the world. And then when I started taking Chinese at UT, it was so much fun. It's a really hard language to learn, I think, in some aspects and easier in others, but I fell in love with that too. It's really fun. And then when it came to time to study abroad, I was trying to decide between a Spanish-speaking country and China. But at that point, my Spanish was okay. I could communicate with people, I could get around. And I really wanted to improve my Chinese because it wasn't anywhere close to where I wanted it to be. So I decided to go to China, and I did a semester in Shanghai. I loved it, so I decided to do another semester in Beijing. Still loved it. And then I did a summer semester in Harbin, which is a city in the north. Study abroad got me to a point in my Chinese education, and a point in my education not only for language skills but for learning about the world around us, how cultures work together, how they're the same around the world, how people are the same around the world, how they're different, what they do differently, what they eat differently, and what their customs are. It was so interesting. I love China. And then, but on a super basic level, my main goal was to improve my Chinese, and I definitely did. By the end of a year of studying Chinese, I was dreaming in Chinese. I could communicate with almost anybody. I could hear different accents in Chinese. I could read characters pretty well on the street as well as writing them myself. So it got me to a level of Chinese where I was really proud of. But I had to come home and study, do my last semester at UT. So I came home. I graduated in December. And then I was working at a couple of different companies in Knoxville, actually. And they were okay. And it was fine, but I wasn't using my Spanish or my Chinese how I wanted to. And I had invested all this time. I was so interested in it. So I decided to come back to China any way that I could. So I got a job teaching English. I worked at a training school here in Beijing. And that's good. Language World Business prepared me as far as I was able to navigate the culture of China. I had been here before. I could speak Chinese, so that was great. Obviously, I didn't major in English education, but I wanted to get my foot in the door back on Chinese soil because it's so much fun. I loved it here. I was thinking about it every day. So I guess if I regret anything, it's not doing an internship. Because when I graduated, obviously I could speak Spanish, I could speak Chinese, but I didn't have a skill to pair it with, as I guess you could say. I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do. It's still kind of unknown. I could do anything, of course, but I was still undecided about what I wanted to do. So teaching English is probably the easiest way to get to China. It's so easy to find a job here. So many opportunities. People come up to you on the subway. They come up to you on the bus. They say, please teach me English. I'll do anything. And then working for a job, they're all over the place because they're teaching their kids, they're teaching their parents, they're teaching everybody English. So it's easy. So if I regret anything, it's not doing an internship so that I could figure out, so I could work with the company, see how it goes in China, not teaching English. The education field is huge here because they're teaching English, they're helping Chinese kids get over to America to study at colleges there. But if I had done an internship, I think I would be working actually in a business field instead of education field. But that's my only regret. I still have time. There's still plenty of opportunities for foreigners to work here in business degrees and everything too. So I hope if you guys have any questions, you're welcome to contact me. I'm here in Beijing, so it's the 13-hour time difference. But yeah, contact me anytime. And good luck, guys.